and welcome to the Coach's Corner. We got a special guest with us here today, Pete Lembo, the Special Teams Coordinator at University of South Carolina. Well, Coach, I've been a long time coach and tell people over and over again, there are three areas people say, well, offense, defense, special teams is where you win and lose the games.
It is. It's huge changes of field position, and if it's a quiet day and nothing big happened, that usually means it's a pretty good day. Now, fortunately for us, we've had an opportunity here these last two seasons to make some good things happen for our team, and hopefully we'll continue to create some of those opportunities again.
Well, the thing I think is really unique, a lot of people used to think that special teams was break time. I get to go over here and sit down while they go practice that though, but you've built the enthusiasm and all where everybody wants to be on special teams.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and it's definitely been a process. And when we got here during COVID and came in the winter and spring of 2021, it was definitely a day-by-day, step-by-step, baby steps, literally, to get guys to understand how important it was, and quite frankly, to sell our program and what an important part of this program special teams would be. And when we got to the 2021 season, making some good things happen, it certainly was a step in the right direction.
Talk about it. People don't understand the work and time that goes in to blocking that punt, to running that fake field goal or things like that. Just how much you have to practice those things to pull off the big plays that sometimes, as we saw last year, the difference in winning and losing.
Well, you're absolutely right. And one thing I'm very grateful for is that the way our staff is structured, I can focus 100% on special teams versus coaching the tight ends or coaching another position where you're really splitting up your duties. So that gives me more time to focus on it from a game planning standpoint during the week. It gives me more time to work with our specialists and the other guys on our roster that are going to be integrally involved in making those things happen. So I give Shane a lot of credit for structuring it the way he does and allowing me to have the time I need to prepare the guys the way we need to.
Talk a little bit about, you've got the whole team to pick from. What are you looking for in a player to be a part of your special teams?
Well, I'm grateful that I had all those years as a head coach, because you really need to develop relationships with all 120 guys on the roster. You really need to get to know them, and then you have to look at what's going on offense and defense, because there may be a guy you want to use in a certain situation, but if he's never leaving the field at wide receiver, he might not be able to start on three special teams units. And then there may be another guy who is second or third on the depth chart at linebacker, and now he's a perfect guy to use. So it's a matrix, it's a balancing act, it changes week to week. There are injuries, you're playing different opponents, and so different personnel groupings are going to be used on offense and defense. So I think going back to my many years as a head coach, that ability to see the big picture is real important as you're putting the lineup together and the substitutions and who you're going to use in what spots.
You know, I think one thing that you've done at South Carolina lots of times with a fourth down situation and kickoff and all, some people think that's an opportunity to go to the bathroom real quick and take a play off there though, but you've made it interesting. I enjoy seeing what y'all are going to come up with next. You've been very creative, but just talk about what your thoughts are, what you're looking for to possibly, set up a special play.
Sure. Well, that's good to hear. We've got great fans, great fan base, and we've been trying to build a lot of positive momentum and energy around the program. And so to contribute to that in any way, shape, and form is a compliment and something that we want to continue to do. So to see how this has become part of our brand and part of what people expect from us, and hopefully a big part of what opponents have to prepare for, is a really good thing. And so a lot of it's about timing. A lot of it's about putting your best players in position to be successful, much like you would do on offense.
Coaching, as long as you have been a head coach and things like that, there's a lot of pressure in this game. What do you enjoy most about it?
Yeah, it's the relationships. There's been so many good people that I've got to spend all this time with at different stages of my life, including right now at South Carolina. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle. And some of the friends that you make, whether it's who you work with, the guys you get to coach, people in the community, people in your neighborhood. Those are things that last a lifetime, and this has been a wonderful stop for our family, and we really have thoroughly enjoyed living here in Columbia.
Being a former coach, I respect the job that you and your units do, and you make it a lot of fun to watch special teams and fourth downs and field goals and all like that. And look forward to seeing your teams play this year.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.